Okay, my friends, why we so much talking about stability? What is the reason? I can explain you. Of course, ability to release shot without stability breaking, without jerking, without jumping front side and aiming point from the center of the target, it's very important, extremely important. But for all of this, first of all, we have to have good stability. If no stability, it means no foundation. Impossible to achieve any good result without good stability. And now, shortly, I will remind you what is a stability. Stability, it is minimum deviation, parallel deviation of the shooter's body when shooters don't sway, and minimum angular moving of rifle or front sight when shooter has a rifle in his hand, when he aim, minimum rifle vibration. Logical question: how we can improve stability? It's possible to do by very regular way. When shooter take rifle, take position, learn for the position, and adjust rifle, and with coaches supporting, find good configuration of his body with rifle, and just stay, daily, weekly, monthly, year by year. Stay without shooting, with dry firing. Of course, all of this will help to get some good stability level. But believe me, by this simple way, it will take a very long time. Simple question: how possible to decrease this time? What is the most effective system for improving stability? And already I told you a few times about Itkis system. When shooter stay with rifle, not to the 10-meter distance, but for aiming to the some figure on the wall. Today we will speak about this. This system, it's not my system, it's not my idea. I just only modified this. This system of Dr. Itkis. Dr. Itkis was one of the best shooter in the world during 20 years, from second half of the last century. He was 13-time world champion, and more medals he win in standing position. He was science person, and his theoretical knowledge, physiology and biomechanics and anatomy help him to find the effective way how to improve stability. And he very clearly understand that stability provides skeletal muscles. We're talking about this, and he find way how to load these muscles for quick training. And he understood that if shooter aim on 10-meter, movement of his front sight, of his aiming point, it's not so visible. But if shooter take aim on very short distance, just a few centimeters, all his movement, parallel movement and angular movement will be more clear. Parallel movement, it is movement with body, with rifle, when shooter stay and sway. if his vestibular system not on high level, and when his skeletal muscles not in good condition, this swaying will be visible, approximately up to 1.5 centimeter from the center line of the gravity. Second kind of movement, it is angular movement of the rifle. When shooter holds the rifle in his hand during aiming, rifle anyway has some vibration. From beginning vibration, much more than after some training. And Dr. Itkis offers a system when shooter not just aim to the some figure unmovable. He offer to make some exercise, some training with slow moving. This allowed shooter to improve performance and ability of his skeletal muscles much quickly. Now, very suitable time to show what is the system, how this system could be implemented in preparation, general preparation system and training process, and it will be very clear and not so difficult to understand. Let's do it. Okay, before we go to stay by Itkis system to the wall, to the figure on the wall, we have to find what is the level must be for front sight. Shooter have to aim to the target and we'll measure. Exactly 140 centimeter. Shooter have to take position approximately 2-5 centimeter from the wall. And shooter aim to this point, similar like to the target. Or beginning, enough to hold, similar with aiming to the target, 3-4 minutes. And each time have to hold so long like usually aim to the target. This is approximately from 20 up to 40 seconds. Take little rest and again, please. If you will aim 20-30 seconds and try to not touch this point by ring of the front sight. And like this 6-7 times for beginning. After 2 months of training, this kind of training to the wall should be not less than 40 minutes, up to 1 hour. When finish working on point, we go to the cross. And cross, you have to start from lower point of one line and go slowly, very, very smooth, go to up, right up. Very slow, and try to hold this line on middle of the front sight. You can rest with breathing between each time, 2-3 times. If you feel that you're tired, your hand or your back tired, just rest rifle. After later I show on computer how it's supposed to be. Okay, and take rest. After 6-7 times, when shooter move from left side to right side, one line and another line, and move in one side, and after go back, reverse moving. Third figure, it is spiral. Spiral start from the point and by the line move out. Very, very smooth. Just one way, it should take 10-12 seconds. Very slow and smoothly. Same time. Take rest. If shooter tired, he have to leave rifle. Take rest, come back and continue with another figure. And fourth element, this line with point in lower sight. It is with similar preparation, rifle preparation to the target with final relaxation before final aiming. Please. This helps shooter to simulate final relaxation on the target when he go to aim for the shot. Only one way, from top to the point. Thank you very much. After training to the wall, shooter take rest and go training, dry firing to the target in normal position, like for shooting. And hold rifle is similar with working for the shot, but always have to feel self muscles, and very important to rest so much as it is required for recovering. Very important, especially for youth shooter, very important to stay very limit time in shooting position, because it is asymmetrical compressing to the spine cord. We'll speak about this later. Okay, thank you very much. To increase stability and decrease time for training to achieve some good stability level, we use this very simple construction, because this construction allowed us to make shooter not so stable like he stay usually on the floor. If I feel very comfortable and very stable just when I stay on the floor, if I will use this construction, I have to mobilize my balancing and skeletal muscles, which provide me good stability, and like this, more difficult to keep zero balance of body, especially with rifle. Because this is very soft, not very soft, but good enough to stay on this construction. Same time, it's not so stable. Please. Very important to find position of the shoes on this construction, this soft platform, to get absolutely horizontal position for the shoes without changing angle of the feet. Now, body position not so stable because it's very difficult to hold the balance, especially for beginning. But after some training, after some time, shooter will be more and more confident, and he will stay confidently with zero balance. This kind of training gives stressful working for skeletal muscles, for providing zero balance, for good balancing, and for improvement of stability. Rest rifle. Like this, possible to training not only for dry firing. In future, when shooter go to category, let's say experience, even experienced shooters use this construction for training stability, and this very useful for all level of shooter's performance. More hard work, more hard training for balancing, we can provide with using combine this construction and training to the figure. Please, first of all, you have to move back. Okay, now we check what is the level. Exactly 150 centimeters. And we replace. In this case, level of his rifle will be absolutely same like to the distance for shooting on 10 meters. Please take position with this construction. You can see how difficult to provide stability on the point or any figure when shooter stay close to the target and on this construction. It is very stressful training, stressful for the muscles, for balancing center, and this very, very effective. It's possible to say, just to get same training loading like 2 hours on the distance to 10 meters, it's same work loading possible to get by just 15-20 minutes on training in this system. Try. Thank you, Saud. Okay, we show how shooter can work with this figure, which we stick it on the wall. Now I would like to explain for our colleagues, for your colleagues, and for coaches, how to work and what is the effectiveness, what is the advantage, what is the benefit from this kind of training if we compare with simple holding, with aiming on the target. First, I show how shooter must work. First of all, shooter have to make correct alignment picture. We already speak about this good enough. Now I will show without rear side, I will show only front side, how shooter must move, how must work with front side. And I repeat again, one cycle, one aiming must be 10-12 seconds, like shooter has with coming in target area approximately this time for his aiming. For the point, it is very simple. It is very similar with aiming on the distance to the target. Only what is the difference? Here, when you stay with aiming very close from target, all body movement very, very clear. Because when you aim on the distance, it's not so sharp, not so clear, like on the wall. Okay, each time, just try to hold. It is approximately like this, maybe like this movement. Please watch on the screen. Maybe more. Day by day, it will be less and less moving. Okay. From beginning, I recommend training first 2-3 training, just only 5 minutes each figure. 5-minute training on the point, take rest 2-3-4 minutes. It is depend of age and depend of general physical condition. After go to next figure on the cross. And shooter must know that it is not useless, but it is not so useful to move very quick. During quick movement, easily to provide smooth moving. But when shooter move very slow, it will move like this. It will move like this. Beginner will have bigger movement, approximately like this. After 2-3 months, moving will be more smooth. One way, 10-12 seconds, very slow. Finish, aiming, again, next attempt, coming back, also very slow. Take breath. After a few breathing, go to another line and move up and down. But better each direction, each way by one aiming cycle and take breathing between these two ways. It's more difficult than holding front sight on the point. Okay, next, after some resting, go to this figure, even more complicated, with ideal moving when shooter move like this, on spiral, and always try to hold line in middle place of the front sight. Same 10-12 seconds one direction, and after a few breathing, go on back way. Even little slowly better, like this. Of course, from beginning, moving will be like that. The shooter have to not worry. Little patience. No, I'm wrong. Not little patience. A lot of patience. Of course, a lot of patience. But this patience you can convert in good stability. And next, use this line. What for this line? Because very important, when shooters start, take position and in position come to the target area with last relaxation, very important to come not from the side, not like this coming, not from right, not from left. Very important to come straight. Why? Because if you come from right side or left side, it's like indicate that your front side position on target, it's not nature. You bring from the side, from left and from right, you bring by muscles effort. If you bring by muscles effort and try to hold, of course, rifle don't like your effort applying. And like alive things, want to jump back, where is your nature place? That's why shooter must find position where easily with just relaxation he come from top to the target. Okay, you can ask me or your colleague can ask me, what is the advantage from this training? Why not just stay with aiming, even without live shooting, is aiming to the target on classical distance, 10 meters. Very, very important things. When shooter hold rifle in position, after long training, maybe after 1, 2, for somebody after more than 2 years, shooter could be able to hold the rifle without external strength, muscles effort. I think it is clear that when shooter apply his muscles effort to hold the rifle, is providing location of his front sight on target. It is wrong way. Impossible to avoid this from the beginning, but during training, shooter must learn how to avoid this muscle effort and how to find opportunity to get stability with like switching off these external strength muscles and hold rifle only by skeletal muscles with maximum relaxation of your powerful muscles. So, if I request you, please stand up and 2 steps forward, please. Yes, please. If I request you, relax all muscles, please. Relax. Relax. You relax? Yes, completely. Yes, sir. He relax his muscles. What do you think?
No.
How you judge? Why?
Because if he's relaxed, he would be laying down.
Yes, exactly. You think Thank you. You think that you relax all muscles. Of course, you try. I trust you. I believe that you, by mental signal, you relax muscles and you think all muscles. No. You relax only external strength muscles. And that's right. If you relax all the muscles, in this case, you will fall down. Why you not fell down? Why? Because some muscles working. Which muscle? I will show you now. These muscles, it is skeletal muscles, which not allowed you to fall down when you think that you relax all muscles. These muscles, front muscles of the leg, are part of the leg, and these muscles provide you stability. We have to training this muscle to provide general body stability to avoid sway.